Good day, this is Deck Cadet Clarkcliffe Burrell Pedrera, and I'm going to report the Rule 7 Risk of Collision. A. Every vessel shall use all available means appropriate in the prevailing circumstances and condition to determine if risk of collision exists. If there is any doubt, such risk shall be deemed to exist. B. Proper use shall made of radar equipment is fitted and operational, including long-range scanning to obtain early warning of risk of collision, and radar plotting or equivalence, systematic observation of detected objects. C is assumptions shall not be made on the basis of scanty information, especially scanty radar information. D. In determining if risk of collision exists, the following considerations shall be among those taken into account. First is such risk shall be deemed to exist when the compass bearing of an approaching vessel does not appreciably change. Number 2, such risk may sometimes exist even when appreciable bearing change is evident, particularly when approaching a very large vessel or a tow or when approaching a vessel at close range. That's all. This is Decadent Clarkcliffe Burrell Pedrera. Thank you.
In determining if risk of collision exists, the following considerations shall be among those taken into account. 1. Such risk shall be deemed to exist if the compass bearing of an approaching vessel does not appreciably change. So let's have a look at what that means. As you can see from the diagram, the bearing from the maroon ship to the yellow ship is 50 degrees. As the two ships approach each other, the bearing stays constant. All that's happening is they're getting closer, and because that bearing's remaining the same all the way through, they're definitely going to hit each other. Part 2. Such risk may sometimes exist even when an appreciable bearing change is evident, particularly when approaching a very large vessel or a tow, or when approaching a vessel at close range. As you can see in the diagram, the bearing from the yellow ship to the large container ship is 50 degrees to that section of the bow. As the vessels approach each other, that bearing of 50 degrees is now pointing at the middle of the container ship, whereas the bearing to the same point on the vessel is now roughly 10 degrees. So this would be an appreciable bearing change, but you're still going to hit the object due to its